Hi, you're listening to Fluent in Canine. I'm your host, Sarah Ann Reed, holistic dog trainer, animal communicator, and owner of Pack Dynamics. Today, I'm going to be having an intuitive animal communication chat with a sweet girl named Irie who transitioned and crossed over Rainbow Bridge over a year ago. Her mom has a few questions for her. When animals communicate with me intuitively, I'll see images and videos in my mind. If it's something emotional, I will feel that emotion. If it's something physical, I will feel that sensation in my body. For example, a throbbing. And in my mind, they will show me an image of their body and highlight the area they're experiencing that sensation. And it's like feeling the words that they're sharing with me. When dogs have transitioned and crossed over Rainbow Bridge, they will communicate the same way, right? So it's just like picking up the phone and talking to someone, whether they're in the same room, in a different state or country, or if they have transitioned. And I can communicate with animals even if they're already living another lifetime. So it's so interesting, and usually when they have transitioned, they will share such deep spiritual messages. And this can happen when animals are in physical form too. So let's see what Irie has to share today. When I communicate with animals intuitively, if you haven't listened to previous episodes, my left hand always comes up. I guess it's like picking up the phone to talk to someone, and my eyes are closed. This helps me to see their messages more clearly. Oh, she is so happy to talk today. And she's saying, thank you, Mom, for reaching out with these questions, because I have been anxious to share with you what my next journey looks like. Okay, so her mom would like to know, are you already living another lifetime now and in physical form again? And another question that she has for Irie is, will you be coming back to be with me in this lifetime, and how will I know? And we'll see if there's any time left for anything else that Irie would like to share. So I'm just going to ask Irie where she would like to start. Okay, thank you. She's going to start with what she's doing now. And yes, okay, thank you. As I'm communicating, just keep in mind that this is a conversation that I'm having with Irie, so there may be a moment that I pause as I'm listening to her answer. Okay, she is showing me an image of a little Jack Russell, and she says, look at me now. Her physical form is so different than when she was with you. Yes. She says, I can do circus tricks now. She's standing on her back legs and dancing. And she's dancing in a circle. And she's saying, in this smaller physical form, because she used to be a much bigger dog, she says, you wouldn't believe what I can do. And she's showing all of these cute little tricks. She's rolling over. She's playing dead. And she's showing an image of someone with a toy gun that they click it, and then there's a flag that drops down with the word bang on it. And they're saying bang. And she flips on her back and flops her legs to the side. And she just loves doing all of these tricks. She's showing I can roll over several times. I can do little dances. She's showing me again standing on her hind legs and dancing. And she says, I love performing and it makes my family really happy. Can you share anything else about the life that you're experiencing right now, Irie? Oh, she says, yes, there's so much to share. Okay, she plays a lot of fetch and she's bringing me a red ball and she says, this is my favorite ball to play with. And it's like a rubber, yeah, it's not a hard ball. It's more of a soft rubber that bounces easily. And she shows her human throwing the ball for her, like down a hallway and also in a yard. And she just tears off after it in pure delight, running after this ball. And then she brings it back. And it, yeah, and it fills most of her mouth. But she brings it back, drops it in their hand, and she sits politely because she says, that's what I'm supposed to do. And then they throw it for her again. And she loves playing fetch. One of her favorite things. Okay, what else would you like to share? Okay, she says, I'm not spoiled with food the way that you spoiled me, Mom, with all of the special things that you did for us. But she says, but I still love my food. She's showing, now she gets more kibble. Whereas before when she was with you, she says, you went above and beyond, giving us so many yummy, healthy things and making food for us. And she says, don't get me wrong. I'm really happy with the food that I'm getting now. There's just not as much emphasis on preparing the food for me. Okay, but okay, she says, I do get table scraps. So she's showing someone sitting at the table having like Sunday brunch, having eggs and bacon and waffles, and they're handing her breaking off some bacon and handing it to her while they eat their brunch. And she's rubbing her tummy saying, oh, it makes me so happy. So she says, I'm getting spoiled in different ways. Let me find out a little bit more about her family. Okay. Okay, it's just her and is this a couple? Yes, okay. This is her and a retired couple. She's the only dog in the home. Huh. There's a cat in the home too. Okay. A ginger kitty. Ginger and white striped kitty in the home. And she says, we get along really well. She's showing me images of her and the kitty snuggled up together on her dog bed, and she loves it. She loves her new best friend, she says. The kitty is very mellow, easygoing, very sweet. And the kitty is, let's see. The kitty is a female kitty with a bit of a tummy she's showing because they spoil this kitty with lots of treats too. And she says, okay, I'm a boy this time, Mom. Yes. Okay. And it's different energy. It's a different energy being in a male form this time. Let me just double check. She's showing me, is that your name? Okay. Okay. She says, my name is Benji. Okay. I really wanted mom to know my new name so that when she talks to me, she can talk directly to me and know that I'm getting the messages. Okay. I am the light of their life. Because they're retired, they they can dedicate their days to spoiling me and playing with me. Uh, it doesn't feel like she goes on a lot of walks, but she gets a lot of exercise in this new lifetime. She gets a lot of running in the house, playing in the yard. Oh, and she's also saying, as Benji, we go on a lot of adventures. They have a motor home. And she's saying when we travel in the motorhome, she's showing herself as Benji sitting on the console in between mom and dad as they're driving, and she's showing like a little captain's hat on. Yeah. She she loves being in front with them and watching like where they're going. Yeah, they travel around a lot in the motorhome, and the kitty comes with them too. The whole family is together. She says, I have a wonderful life, and I was really meant to be with them because, let's see here. What else do you want to share? If, okay, she's showing that this couple has children, but feels like two children, but their children have children and they have very busy lives and they don't live in the same state. So they're not able to visit a lot. It feels like maybe a couple of times a year. And this couple goes to visit their children too. Oh, and she says, I'm adored by the rest of the family, especially the grandchildren, because of all the tricks that I can do. And because I'm so adorable. And she shows herself as Benji laying on her back and getting tummy rubs and just feeling so comfortable with the children and really, really enjoying her life. Okay, she's saying, let's wrap that up for now because I just wanted to give my mom an idea of what my life looks like now. Because there's more that I want to share. Okay. Mom wanted to know, am I coming back to be with her again in this lifetime? And she wants to definitely answer that question because that's really important, she says. And she's putting stars beside it and highlighting it in gold, which means it's very important for her to share this with you. Okay, are you going to be coming back to be with your mom again during this lifetime for her? Okay, and she's showing me the word yes in bold and underlining it. And she's also highlighted it. And she says, absolutely, a resounding yes. Yes, 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 of course. When will you be coming back to your mom in this lifetime? Okay, she says, and she's laughing when she says this. She says, Mom, when you're old and gray. And she says, you are, how would you like me to share this? Aging gracefully, she says, you're so healthy and fit, and you take such good care of your physical body that, yeah, you're going to have a very long life. And she's showing, how far out is this? Feels like it's quite a ways out. Like she's showing about 20 years. Okay. When you slow down more and you're not as active, yes. And you don't need to work anymore. Yes. Okay. And you're able to just be more. You don't have as many obligations, things that you need to take care of and do throughout the day. You're able to just relax more and read or write. Okay. And she says you've already written your book. She wants you to know, this is something that she wants you to know. This is, okay, this is part of your soul contract, Mom, to write the book that that is in the works. And she says, I know that you've kind of put it on hold a lot, because you write for a living. And sometimes you just don't have any writing left in you. But if you could, okay, she wants to share this before she talks about any more about coming back to you. If you could dedicate, she's showing just 2 hours a week. Just 2 hours a week when you've got some of your alone time. Maybe when you're outside in the yard with the dogs and they're just hanging out, you're just sitting, feels like you're sitting on a back deck, or on a porch. Yeah. And you have your laptop and you're just writing. Just allow yourself a couple of hours a week. And you may feel like it one week and you may not feel like it the next, but she says, okay, just start writing. Just say, okay, I'm just going to write whatever comes for the next 15 minutes. And if you write for 15 minutes and you don't get into the groove and you're not feeling it, then stop. Give yourself permission to just stop. But she says what you will find that if you just start writing, the words will begin to flow more because you've opened up that doorway for the inspiration to come through. Okay, thank you. And she says, that was what I really wanted to share with you, because it is your destiny to write this book, because it will help so many people. Okay, thank you. And she wants to share a little bit more about when she comes back to you. Okay. She's showing herself, coming back to you as she's calling herself a lap dog. And she's showing a little white fluffy dog who's just curled up on your lap. And you're sitting in front of a fireplace, just relaxing and reading a book or writing in your journal, and just looking into the fire, enjoying some music, just enjoying the beingness. Okay. And how will your mom know that this is you when you have a soul contract come back into her life? Yeah, because she's showing your soul contracts. And she's saying, yes, okay, we are meant to be together twice in this lifetime. That's why you asked if I was coming back to you, because you already had a sense that I was. And you're correct. Yes. Okay, because I see your lifetime um, highlighted twice with her energy. Okay, she wants to share a little bit more about herself when she comes back to you. I will be a girl again, she says. How will your mom know that this is you? And how will she find you? Okay. You're going to adopt me, she says. Big surprise. And she's laughing because she knows that you always adopt. How will you find each other? Okay. So when I ask her how you will find each other, she's saying there are many ways that we could be brought together. And because there are so many things yet to unfold before I'm coming back into your life, uh, I can't say yet exactly how I will be coming back in, but she is showing that there are different avenues, different doors to her coming back into your life. It's just depends. Yes, okay, where you're living, what's happening at that time as to how you will find me. But she says, have no doubt, we will find each other. Okay. And how will your mom know that it's you when you do appear? Just remember, I will be a little girl, a female dog. Yeah. White and fluffy. It feels like her hair will be a bit matted, and maybe not by the time you actually bring her home. But it feels like when she's rescued from whatever situation she's in, she's not in the best shape. And she wants you to know, don't worry about what happens to me before I come to you, because it's all predestined and I know that I'm coming to you. Okay. Okay, she's showing me a little bit more. It feels like, okay, this is one way that she may come to you from a hoarding situation. She's showing me a home, okay, with a lot of kennels and a lot of different dogs and puppies. Uh, mm-hmm. Okay, kind of like a puppy mill. Okay. And the puppies are brushed and washed up and they're presented in a very different way than the reality of how they're born and their living conditions. But she says, don't worry, we're all rescued. Okay, and it feels like that's how she will come to you. Mm-hmm. Okay. And she says, don't be set on that because, like I've shared, uh, in the next 20 years, things could change. But I promise that I am coming to you. But that feels like a strong likelihood that it will be that route. Okay. Okay. And she wants to answer the big question. How will you know that it's me? She's showing her eyes. And she's saying, when you see me, you'll feel like you can see into my soul. You'll have that feeling of, I know you. And she's showing as well doing like a bow in front of you, like a little play bow. When she comes up to you, she does a little play bow and looks up at you. And she's also showing, oh, okay, like coming up and giving you kisses on your hand and maybe even on your face. Because she's saying, there's my mom. There you are. You came for me. You found me. We're together again. And she's so elated that you're together again. So she says, Mom, we're so connected. You will have a knowing. You will be directed to me. You will be guided to me. Okay. There's no way that we can't be together again. So don't even worry about that. Okay. And Sarah Ann can also connect in with me, when that time comes, just to confirm if you would like. Okay. But she's showing that's how you will know. You will have a feeling. You'll feel it in your heart. We will recognize each other, and I will be so elated. So watch for the play bow, the kisses, and that feeling that you have. We've been together before, I know you. Okay, and she's showing me the time now. It feels like our time is up. And she's saying, okay, she's blowing kisses to you and saying, I love you so much, Mom. It was so nice to talk to you. And don't forget, she says, she wants you to know this too. And she says, for everyone else listening, even though I have transitioned and I am experiencing life as a dog with a new family, you can still communicate with me and talk to me. The easiest way for me is when I'm sleeping. Okay, so either when you're going to sleep at night or you're waking up in the morning, bring an image of me as Benji into your mind. And she says, I am white with light brown. Okay, and just feel my energy. Think of me as Benji and talk to me in pictures. So if you'd like to give me a hug, have an image of yourself hugging Benji. If you'd like to play with me or watch me do my tricks, just have that image in your mind and focus on how you would like me to feel. So share the love that you feel for me with me as you're imagining this experience with me. When you imagine a scenario in your mind and you also share a feeling of love that you have for me with this image. You combine the two, how you feel and this beautiful image that you want to share, this experience that you want to share with me. Because as animals, as dogs, we're very visual. This is how you can communicate easily with us. I will experience this with you too. And it's easier when I'm sleeping. So while I'm sleeping, I will be having this beautiful experience of spending time with you and receiving snuggles from you and playing with you, enjoying your company. You're not imagining this. This is our experience together. And I want you to know this. Okay, thank you. Now she's waving goodbye and saying, I've got to go, more tricks to learn. And they're teaching her new tricks because she loves learning them. Okay, and she's doing cartwheels as she's leaving. Thank you so much, Irie. It was a pleasure to talk to you again. I hope that you have enjoyed listening to Fluent in Canine. Until next time.